we're going to be talking about passport bros. Okay, it's been a minute. I've been on hiatus, but I've been just slowly getting things together because as a passport bro, this is what we do. We put in work in real life. This is just social media. You know, do I like creating content? Of course. That's why I look like this. But it's social media, right? But I still want to help my brothers understand certain things, certain concepts, certain aspects of everything that's going on, everything that's taking place, and we go from there. However that goes, that's how it go. Okay. But while we talking about that, let's look into some aspects of passport bros. All right. I want to react to a couple people. I want to see a couple of things. Then we're gonna go into the next topic. Let's get into it.
I just saw a tweet of a man encouraging other men to go overseas to find wives because it's too difficult to find one in America. And what I found mind-boggling about the tweet is that there's still countries today where men have to have land in order to get a wife. A man has to prove to a woman's family he has land, a house, assets, he's financially stable to even get a chance at marriage, a chance at the woman. And then in our country, women tell men, oh, hey, can you maybe not text me at 10:30 p.m. on a Tuesday night to come over? Can you plan a date with me? Can you maybe bring flowers on the first date? Can you court me? And the men go, this is too much. We're going overseas. We're going overseas. You know what, sir? Good luck finding a woman overseas who's going to come back to this country and work to help pay your one-bedroom rent. Good luck. Because guess what? The women overseas, they want full providers and usually green cards. Good for them. They might not even like you. They just want a green card and they want you to provide. Go off, sis. In our country, which by the way is the melting pot of the world, you can find anyone and everything here. It's a country of over 150 million women and you can't find one. The women here, some of them work. They don't even want full providers. They just want you to be nice, kind, thoughtful, put in a little bit of effort. If that's too much for you, if you're unable to find your girl in this country with over 150 million women, maybe you're the problem.
Okay, y'all, it was a lot to unpack right there. It was a lot to unpack, but we're gonna unpack it. We're gonna unpack it. We're gonna talk about everything that he just talked about, and we're gonna break these things down, because I think it's very important when we talk about these things to understand what these people are even talking about. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna let this dude just play. Now, listen, man. First thing he brought up, the concept of us going overseas has nothing to do with the ability to get said woman. It's the negotiating and it's the contract of the deal. It's like saying, for instance, because I'm a basketball fan, I like my sports. I'm not an avid fan, but I used to be. So I got a good understanding of sports, and I like using it as my analogies. If I'm a player, right, one team is offering me $5 million. We're gonna keep it low and keep it simple, right? One team's offering me $5 million. Another team is offering me, let's say, 7, right? But the difference is when I go to that one team that offers me 7, comes with different type of criteria, the language in the contract, understanding that the incentives and everything that come along with it. When I look at that other contract, you're talking about at least an extra $5 million in bonuses, etc. And when you look at the contract and you compare them now, it's a different type of setup. That's why when I hear dudes like this talk, I'm like, bro, overseas woman has nothing to do with the ability to get women here. Has nothing to do. I can get them here easily. The problem is I don't want to have to do divorce court, child support for multiple kids that's maybe not mine, and not being able to see my children. All those different factors factor into why a man will ultimately go, hey, yo, I don't know if I want to play. I don't know if I want to do that, right? Then he talks about the income, not understanding again that you're a top 1% man. We're going to get into that further into the show. You a top 1% man. What is he talking about? You a top 1% man, bro. Okay? So when these people talk to you, talk about how you don't have these resources. Well, if you don't have them as a top 1% man on the earth, then who else is going to have these resources? You're a top 1% man. Most people don't understand economics. That's the issue. They don't understand money. That's the issue. right? Once you understand these things, man, it's pretty easily refutable. Look at him, just looking crazy out there, man. Look at him. This is what happens when you in America. Emotional men who don't make any logical points of views, man. Talking about one bedroom apartments and this. What are you talking about, bro? This is 2023. This is not 1995, man. All right. So we supposed to have passports and then can't use them? This is the mentality that they want us to be on. Oh, have a passport but don't use them. And if you do use them, don't use them to mess with other women. Like, dang, this is what I call policing of my anatomy. He's policing my anatomy, dog. But is that what we doing now? Is that what we doing now? Policing anatomies now? Come on, man, get out of here with that, man. Real talk. Get out of here with that.
Destiny, if a guy travels to South America because he's into Latina girls, like, why is that bad?
Weak men go to other countries to find vulnerable women because they can exert way more influence on them than they ever could in the United States of America. You're telling me you're looking for a Latino woman and you gotta go to fucking Mexico to find it? Bro, go to California, go to Texas, go to New Mexico, go to Florida. You can find Latino women everywhere in the United States. The only reason why you go to Mexico or Central America is because you're looking for poor women that are gonna fucking flock to you because you're white and you got a ton of money. Or because you're black and you're a fucking exotic foreigner from the United States of America. That's why they do it. You go to Eastern Europe and you go to South America because these are women that their financial options kind of suck. They're kind of like relegated to sometimes not the best of lives. Getting enough money to travel to exotic places, especially like the United States, usually out of reach. And a U.S. guy will usually come by and pick one of these people up. And
Again, you see how the hate is? So if a man utilizes something that he has since birth, which is just his ability to choose, it's his choice. You like sci-fi, right? I like action movies. Okay, bro, watch your sci-fi movies. All right, bro, you go watch your action movies. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. But they're making it a big deal. Why? Because you decided as a man, say, hey, I got options. What am I out here getting mad about what a female? I don't care what none of these women do. Why should I? You see how this dude is so vehemently against everything? I don't want to be around people with blue hair who got these nonsensical ideas. Huh? Who's opened Pandora's box, if you know what I mean. Okay, I don't want to be around with them. Or I want to be able to control my ability to maneuver how I want to be. It's no different than saying, hey, should people who have money, should they live in the not too well neighborhoods? Hmm? Should they be living in the not too well neighborhood? I got money now. Should I be living in the not too well neighborhoods? No. Everybody knows when you get money, you move to more affluent places. You go to where your money will be able to be safe, secure, etc. America, as a man, your value is not secure. Your overall ability to be you as a man naturally is not secure. Having children and wedding a woman, all these different things, it's not secure for the average man. Because remember, we're not talking about the instances, the small little dudes who look a certain way and got this money. Look, guys, look, I have no problem getting women. I'm gonna tell you again, I have zero issues. But that don't mean anything. We're not talking about me. We're talking about all dudes, all encompassing. Okay? And to the point of now that I know, why would I as a man go ahead and stay with these? Like, come on, man. I feel bad for these NBA dudes who got all this money and then they end up like Scottie Pippen, right? Right? They're not talking about that, right? Nobody will talk about Scottie Pippen and what happened to him, huh? And he was affluent. He's probably made more money and is more famous than 99.9% of people will ever be. And look at his situation, right? So when you see that type of stuff, you go, bro, what changed? And this is him with an American woman. What chance do you have, man? In a time, this is before social media, and y'all can't even predict the future. Meaning you can do your best to mitigate, but overall, you don't know what's to come. What if we got virtual reality where she could have a digital boyfriend that looked like the man of her dreams, and then she cheating on him because he can have a digital utensil? You know, like we don't know what's about to happen out here, man. Okay, I'm gonna let this finish off, man, because he just
That's their ticket out of that situation sometimes. But people in like Germany, France, and the UK, and Amsterdam, Netherlands, Sweden, Norway, they're not looking for tickets to escape their country like somebody in Romania or even like Lithuania or places in Central or South America are. It's a totally different world in terms of like picking up people.
And you see what he said. These countries like Sweden, Norway, if you do any type of research into these countries, they're having major birth rate issues where they're getting influxes of foreign women and bringing them in the country because they don't want to deal with their woman. This is not a black issue. This is not a man issue. This is a first world individual man issue from a philosophical perspective. This is what this is. This is what Passport Bros actually is. It's a philosophical perspective to dating, especially in the modern world. This is a philosophical mentality when it comes to it. People say, how? Because you're changing so many different things, as in owning and what is ownership? What does that even mean? Like these ideas, these concepts, what are these things? This is why I made my channel. Because we're going to talk about this and other things and all together, putting it together. But the ultimate thing is, what are these things, bro? When I see this and I see him talk like this, I go, bro, what are you saying right now? Like, what are you saying? You're not saying anything that we already don't understand. Yes, people who don't have money are in positions that. So now what you're saying is we shouldn't give resources to people who don't have money. Is that what you're saying? Oh, because she's in a poorer country, I shouldn't deal with her. So what happens if a man looks like this? Let's break this down real quick. Let's break this down really quick. What happens if a man looks in a particular way? He looks a certain way, right? And then you have another man who looks another way, right? Both of them are going overseas. One, are you telling me one shouldn't be able to date because of how he looks? Is that what we doing now? Are we doing this based off of how he looks? Is to determine why he shouldn't be able to get a certain type of woman? Is that what we're saying? But remember, he's the top 1% man on the face of the planet. So now he's telling this 1% man on the face of the planet that because he don't look the part of Brad Pitt, that he shouldn't be able to get this type of woman. That's really what we're doing right now. And my point to you is, I don't care what you do, bro. You're a top 1% man. If you telling me that, see, they talked about high value men, but didn't understand that you as an American man are a high value man. This is why I say to me right now, these 2020s, the 2030s. The 2020s is going to be really focused on setting up yourself for the long-term ability to have flexibility on the earth. That's what the 2020s is going to be about. Okay? When you go out here and you're making moves and you're making decisions, it should all be predicated on, do I have the correct things that I need to be able to maneuver? Because as if you have a son, you're not going to tell your son to do this. Okay? Like, it's just not it's not knowledgeable. That's not common sense, man. Okay? So this is when I see certain things, man, I get like, bro, what are they talking about, bro? Look at these women, man. Look at them. Look how many of them there is. Are you telling me that these women shouldn't deserve to be able to get a certain caliber of man? Is that what we saying right now? Is that what we saying? That these women, based off what they look like, shouldn't be able to get a certain caliber of man? Come on, man. How much sense does that even make, man? Look at these women. You telling me they shouldn't be able to get a certain type of guy? And look how many of them it is. And this is why I say, bro, as an American man, and in particular a 1% man, any dude that has any type of income comparable to an American, because we can use this on a global level, you're a 1% man. This is what you should be dealing with. Minimum. Bare minimum. This is just one country as well. Like I said, And it's everybody talking about freedom of speech, freedom of will, all these different things until it's actually time to put it in practice. When it's time to put it in practice, a lot of y'all don't want them to practice and practice what they preach, man. Look at this. Y'all don't want him to be out there really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Really getting to it. Y'all don't want him to really be getting to it, man. Look at this. This is why, for me, personally, I don't trip. I would never trip. I would never get upset at a woman, raise my voice at a woman, put my hand to a woman, do anything. What? I haven't. When a woman says, because they're trying to justify that you have an infinite amount of options, which you have an infinite. I'm gonna put infinity to what's his name? A Buzz Lightyear, infinity to beyond, and beyond. That's your dating pool, infinity and beyond, bro. Do you understand? Most people don't even understand what it's like to have a billion people that you're able to date. Because as a man, bro, we have no problem dating like a solid 6, 5. That's just in shape. A solid 6 and 5 that's in shape to an American, bro. You losing your mind. You going crazy, yo. You going crazy if you see a solid 6 or 5 that's just in shape. You're not even talking about. Remember, when people say she's a 5, she's a 6, they must come off face. What if she's a 6 in the face but a 25 in the body? See what I'm saying? That right there, as an American, come on, man. We're not asking for much. But they think they don't even want to understand the logic. That's what I say again. What are you actually out here fighting for? What are you actually trying to, what is the point? What are we trying to accomplish right now? Right? When you see us talk about these women, and you see us talking about going overseas, expanding, and really testing our overall qualities, what is the outcome? What would make me want to stay in America? Nothing. It's gonna make me stay here. And I want y'all to pay attention to the mentality of this woman that I'm about to show. All right. And I think she is African, if I believe. Pay attention to the mentality that she has and the mentality she got moving forward, man. All right.
Black women do not have a problem with the passport bros. What we have a problem with is on black women as a reason to go over to take advantage of women who are not financially stable. You're going over there to find somebody who's going to treat you like a king in all your mediocrity. Don't blame us for that.
I gotta go off of what I've seen. They cater to you to a T. I know someone that has married someone and brought her over here. It looks like she's out of magazine.
She would be a model over here, right? Do you think if she was born in America, she would be with him?
No, she would not be with him.
Do you know why? Because they're poor.
Do you hear what she said, man? She don't even. This is why I say economics is such an important thing, bro. That most of us don't understand. They don't understand money. You as a man are 1% man. Why would you even come back? Because you're having an eye. That's the dude. You have to understand the economics. Don't bring them back here for what? What's the benefit? Especially in 2023 where we got the advent in technology. All your homeboys, they're not even gonna have time. You can't who hang out with who? Everybody gonna be working for the next 20 years of what's about to come with the recession and collapse, financial implications. Bro, dudes is gonna be working every day for the next 20 years. The dudes who not playing the right game, who not seeing the writing on the wall, who not making the correct decisions, right? You see this woman? No man is going to want to deal with a woman who at the end of the day is not faithful. It can be 1 year. You can say, well, she's been faithful for 15. But then when that 15 comes, she's out of there. And then you would have accrued all this money for X amount of years and you got to pay alimony for life. Those are just, so we got 1 through 15. It doesn't matter. It can be 20. Doesn't matter. Unless these women are talking about, look, we want our men to stay, change the laws so it can be more balanced. But you don't see these women advocating for law changes, right? So cool. Y'all not going to advocate for law change? Don't even say nothing. We're not going to argue with you about that. You don't have to argue. You don't have to advocate for law changes. What we will do, though, is this. We're going to make our move. We're going to go overseas. And we're going to do what we do. Right? Because why would I have to? I don't have to do anything. That's the biggest problem. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to do nothing. Understand what I said? As a grown man, bro, you don't gotta do nothing you don't want to do, bro. Nobody putting a gun in your head telling you gotta do this. You live in America, bro. Do you know what that means? Citizenship wise? Let these average Joes, these 1% brain cell, low IQ having dudes out here do what they do, man. Alright? But you, what? Think I'm arguing with a dude about what he gonna, hey look, bro, it's not an argument, bro. I'm going to do what I'm gonna do. I'm going to be a passport, bro. I'm going to live my life, bro. Go ahead and get caught up in that system. And when you on child support, and when you on alimony, and when you already on your second and third marriage, then I'm gonna look at you and I'm just be like, damn. While I'm in the other hand, I'm over here balling. Do you know what's coming down the pipe with technology? Do you know what's coming down the pike? But see, you're not gonna be able to experience that. Why? Because you're gonna be one of the have-nots. Why are you gonna be a have-not? Because you were focused and you were feminine. You were focused on your feminine and not focused on your masculine as a man. Meaning what? Understanding things in detail, comprehensive, intellectual under comprehension, being able to have what we call foresight, discernment, right? These are things that's gonna make you elite, bruh. And they don't want you being elite. They don't want you being elite, nigga. They don't want you being an elite out here in these streets, man. Huh? So this is what I tell the average dude, bro. You an average dude? That means you a top 1% dude. You're average in America because top 1% men are just so abundant. Just abundance, man. That's why she don't even value you. That's why she say, look, I can get a 50K guy anywhere, at any time. 50K guys are gonna always be there. Because in her mind, she don't understand the economics. 50K guys is 1%, shorty. What are you talking about? That's a 1% man. That's that 50K dudes don't grow on trees. You just live in a world in a country where it's abundant. See, this is abundance creates lackluster behavior. Okay, if everybody in the league is averaging 5,000 passing yards, the dude that averaged 5,001 passing yards compared to the dude that averaged 997 passing yards, they're all averaging over 5,000, but the dude averaging 5,001 is now looked at as the worst quarterback in the league. Right? When they all averaging 5,000, it's all about the averages, man. That's what I'm saying. This is logic, man. When you come to my content, man, this is all logic, man. We're not doing nothing emotional. Okay? Nothing emotional. So let's look at this right here, man. Let's look at this one right here. This guy right here, man, going through what he was going through. 42% of men are lied to about being the father. That equates to 1.57 million men. Billion men. That's a lot of men. Let's look into it, man. She says she really feels bad for him. She don't feel bad for him. She knew before she knew, bruh. These women know who entered their body, bruh. She knew, but she didn't care. Why? Because it's an abundance. I can just say, hey, all right, if nothing's bad's gonna happen, what's the negative? What's the negative? As a man, like I said, go over here and experience life, man. And we're gonna leave. Matter of fact, we're gonna leave out with this right here, man. Because I want y'all to truly comprehend the blessing that you have, the position that you in. Because a lot of men don't understand their position. They don't understand their position. But we also going to talk about the mentality. Because not just being in that position, a lot of people give away their inheritance, man. Right? You in a great position, top 1% on the earth, financially speaking. Now you need to go ahead and put yourself into a mental, because you still have the average Joe mentality. You got a 50% of humanity mentality, but you got a top 1% income on the planet. So you need to flip that, switch that, turn that on, right? Especially my black brothers, all my brothers. I don't care what you are, but especially my brothers, because y'all know our predicament is crazy. But let's go to let's look at this last video right here. We'll show you. I can get y'all a good perspective of what it looks like.
How much money do you need to get started as a passport bro? Let me show you guys something. This is 200,000 dong. It's worth about $8.50, meaning you need to have $42 to be a millionaire in Vietnam. And this is the 100,000 bill in Bali. You need about $67 to be a millionaire here. You don't need to make a lot of money. Look at this, $500 a month Airbnb, $600 a month Airbnb, and that's on Airbnb with those fees. You talk to locals, you get it cheaper. This is electricity, Wi-Fi, water, all of that's included. Short-term rentals are where it's at. Most people have leases and car payments where if they need to downsize or something goes wrong, they are locked in and it can make life a living hell. Where passport bros can live like this on the weekends and live in hostels on the weekdays if we really feel like it. Another misconception, most passport bros have regular jobs, okay? Regular 9 to 5, healthcare, 401k. We're not drop shipping or selling courses or anything like that. We just work from home. Now, some work from home jobs, unfortunately, don't let you work remote abroad, which is dumb because it's not illegal and the tax situation often doesn't change at all. But let's say you find yourself in one of these situations. You can hypothetically use a VPN to mask your IP address. And if you really want 100% guarantee you're not going to get caught, you can use this and set it up at a friend's house. One final thing, guys. I didn't know this is even possible until I was 27. It's never too late to start, but I wish I knew sooner. My goal is to reach as many people as I can. So like, comment, share, do all that. If you don't know what to do, comment and salute below underneath my salute. That way everyone knows exactly.
But did you hear what my man said? Did you hear what he said, man? You don't need to be a millionaire. Mentality, bro. Did you see how he was living? We're not even going to get into the woman. Remember, that's one country, y'all. There's multiple countries, at least 50. Choose your destination. We're not even talking about Africa. We're not even talking about Africa. There's so many different countries, man. Overall, it's your decision. That's all I really want to point out to you. It's your decision, man. That's it. It's your decision. They're going to make it seem like, oh, it's not your decision, etc. But it is your decision, bro. Go out here, be elite, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Like I tell my guys, listen, I got so much content in the works for my bros. If you got to the end of this video, this is a long video. I'm going to start making more videos like this, though. Because when I want to delve into topics, I really want to talk about topics and really give y'all the best. All right? It's for my guys. All right? Because we passport bros. We don't deserve, we want the best, nigga. We want the best. We want the best, man. Hey, man, like I said, look, I'm an average Joe. I'm doing my thing, investing, things of that nature. But they're gonna make it seem like just because you're not a millionaire that you're not doing big things. We doing big things, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? We doing big things, man. Shout out to all my bros who mess with my content, who support the boy. You know what I'm saying? Who mess with who do what they need to do. And like I said, man, keep researching. Take it step by step. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. Be patient. Because eventually it will pay off. All right? It will pay off. But I appreciate you, my guys. Y'all know what it is. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye to my people, man. Let's get it.